back, everybody. Time for us to go behind the headlines. And on today's show, we're going to take a look at a couple clips that feature our friend Cheryl Shuman, January Thomas, and Simi Dillon, the marijuana moms of Beverly Hills, who've been making international news. I just recently read a write-up on them in the UK Daily Mail, that spoke. Well, it had a lot of pictures actually of January and Magic, otherwise known as Henry Hemp. And hope you check that out. Just go to the UK Daily Mail, Google it. You can find marijuana moms. This first clip comes to us from the Couric show. Now, Couric and Cheryl Shuman actually go back many, many years. There's actually a clip out there now from, I think it was the 90s when she was on the Today Show. But Couric's got a new talk show. Coming up on that talk show tomorrow, the 19th, is an episode that features wonderfully beautiful Hollywood actress Helen Mirren, but also the pop moms of Beverly Hills. Let's take a look at that one there, Brian.
Next, Katie.
She calls herself the Martha Stewart of marijuana.
Meet the marijuana mom of Beverly Hills. Why she says vaporizing, eating, and cooking with pot saved her life.
It gave me my life back with my children and my family.
Next, surprising revelations from Dame Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren in a sex shop. I'm having a hard time picturing it.
Plus,
why didn't I think of that?
women who turn dreams into reality with incredible inventions.
Can I just say, yum?
Next, Katie.
So that's the Couric show. That'll be on tomorrow, and you can check your local listings, or I think it's katiecouric.com to find where this might be on in your area. And I'm sure after the show is on, they'll probably post some of the videos from that as well. Although I got to say, as far as trying to imagine Helen Mirren in a sex shop, Katie, did you ever see Caligula? Well, never mind. Let's take a look at the next clip. This one is from ABC News 2020, and a very similar presentation here. This one might have an ad at the beginning of it, so be careful with this one, Brian. I'm not sure, but we'll give this one a shot. Let's see what we get. No, we're good.
Who wants to be normal? I hope you love olive oil and cannabis. This is all cannabis-infused olive oil. Tonight I used a sativa dominant strain. This is fresh garlic bread that we made, and this has a little bit of ground cannabis on it, as well as cannabis-infused butter. We're gonna get ready to start serving, so why don't you come up and get a plate, and each of you get a little bit of salad or whatever you want first.
That's some delicious looking food, folks.
It smells so good.
I love the little pot leaf garnish too.
So bon appetit.
You see that couch there, Brian?
Who wants strawberry shortcake? Okay. Who wants a little scoop of whipped cream with a cherry on top? I want it all. Yes. Good answer. Check this out.
Oh, wow. That is beautiful.
Isn't that cute?
So that's ABC News 2020 tomorrow, 10 Eastern, 9 Central. So check that out.
Westchester County mom.
Going to be a great episode there. And I just want to say that this is becoming quite the theme here. The Moms for Marijuana group. We've got the Beverly Hills moms that are showing up. And to me, this is a bellwether of how we are winning this battle to end adult marijuana prohibition. Consistently throughout the polling on marijuana legalization, we have always found a lag between men and women's support. Anywhere from 4 to 10 points difference when you ask men or women if there should be marijuana should be legalized. In the last poll, it was a 10-point difference. And it's critical that we get women on the side of ending prohibition to make this change, because without them, we can't do it. The what about the children angle will be too strong. So when the group Moms for Marijuana was first starting, there were some in the activism community who were a little negative about that, like that we shouldn't promote marijuana, saying for marijuana might be going too far. And I've always disagreed with that. I've always said that we need to get to the point where we're showing that, no, marijuana can be a good thing, and that the harms from it are from its prohibition, not from itself. I mean, there's so much benefit that we can get from marijuana, and this public relations campaign, which is going to be on Couric on ABC 2020, it's already been on The View, it's already been on the Ricky Lake Show, this idea that marijuana can be helpful and that good parents can use it, whether it's for medicinal purposes in the case of Brave Michaela or other parents that are using it, or if it's in the case of the parents themselves using it to relax and unwind, to find a better way to chill out than drinking a bottle of wine in front of the kids. And there's also been some controversy about the emphasis on vaporization over smoking, with some of us in our community taking a little bit of offense, as if we're being looked at as just dirty pot smokers as compared to the sophisticated Beverly Hills vaporizers. And I understand that angle. I understand why that upsets some people. But I always think that sometimes when we watch these things, we watch them from our perspective, and we're not watching them from the perspective of the mainstream, which is the big pool of votes we need to get legalization. I know these people personally, January Thomas, Simi Dillon, Cheryl Shuman, and they don't at all have disparaging things about pot smoking itself or pot smokers. That's everyone's choice. There's not a doubt, though, that vaporization is a healthier way to go. That's just scientific fact, people. But that's not to say that smoking pot is necessarily a terrible thing. As we know, smoking pot is far less detrimental to you than smoking tobacco. But it's for everyone to decide for themselves, and don't let the promotion of vaporization, don't take that personally if you're a pot smoker. Take that as the step forward, as the good foot that we put forward to the mainstream to show them that we're responsible about health and that we're trying to be elegant about this. And that's going to break through a lot of these stereotypes. And sometimes when you're trying to break through a stereotype, you have to go so far to the opposite side to be able to get everybody to agree on the middle. You know what I'm saying? Chris Rock has an old saying in his stand-up routine that the black man's got to fly to where the white man can walk to. That's kind of the idea. The pot smoker's got to be ultra elegant, got to be ultra sophisticated. We have to be so much smarter. We have to be much harder workers. We have to be more responsible to overcome all of those negative stereotypes that we've been dealt for the past 70 years in this war against certain American citizens using non-pharmaceutical, non-alcoholic, tobacco-free drugs. We can keep doing it, and I'm glad to see professional, successful, intelligent women on TV making that argument for us. Well, Brian, I'm back in the studio, man.
Yeah, good to have you back here.
And I think that means it's time for Hash.
Oh, have you ever met that funny reefer man? A reefer man. Have you ever met that funny reefer man?